Hey guys, well this is the makeup tutorial for today. This is actually a collab with my girl RIN makeup right here on YouTube. So if you want to see her look, please find the link in the description bar below and check her out. Show her some love by simply subscribing. And if you want to see my keep on watching. So I prime my lids with my L.A Girl Pro concealer stick, and I'm now blending out my crease area with plum this plum purplish shade, and this is actually a Coastal Scents hot pot, and this is in Wild Raisin. So I'm just going back and forth blending out this area just to create a smooth transition color, and I'm just bringing that in a windshield wiper motion style, back and forth, keep blending until that diffused. I set my brow area with my MAC N45 powder, press powder, and that's what I use to set my brow area. Then I go back in and blend out that area just to diffuse any harsh lines. Now as you can see, I am taking that same deeper Wild Raisin from Coastal Scents. The hot pot is the same shadow I'm using. I just make it more pigmented, and I'm just putting that both on the inner and the outer area of my eyelid. So I am just putting that right there in a patting motion, and as you can see, I just keep packing on that color so it can give me the color payoff that I want. So I'm just packing it back and forth, then I'm going in just to tie those two ends together. So I'm actually blending out that area with nothing addition on the brush, just using it to blend. Just blending out those areas, tying them together, leaving that space, to create that nice halo effect. So I'm just blending out both ends. I felt as though I needed an extra color, an extra pop in those areas for it to be more deepened. So I'm going in with my matte black eyeshadow, and I'm just putting that both on the inner and the outer corner of the lid, just to create that nice deep dark plum look that I'm going for. So I'm just putting that on the inner and outer corner of the eye. I'm going back in just to blend these two together. You have to blend each step you go. So I'm just blending those together right now, tying them together. As you can see, the look is coming together more. Just have to keep blending, and it's a lot more blending than what you see on camera. Just blend, just take your time and blend these colors together so it can be very nice and diffused. As you can see, I'm slightly taking that down on my lower lash line. Now I am putting on this Coastal Scents. I'll link it in the description bar below. This is actually from the Reveal 3 palette. I'm just taking that Coastal Scents color just to pop that in the center of my lid, and going back with the blending brush just to blend out any harsh lines. Keep packing it on, going back and forth. Now as you can see, I'm applying my lash glue and adding on glitters. I'll link everything that I used in the description bar below. The glue that I use is the e.l.f. glitter glue. So I just place that on top and put it on. I'm just going back over this with a blending brush just to blend out any fallout that I would have from the glitters. And now I am making a modest wing. You do not have to do this step if you don't want, guys, but I just prefer to. So I go ahead and had my wing liner, and this one is actually the Wet n Wild wing liner, and I'm just making a small modest wing right there. Connecting those two together, and I'm just going in with my Kay Mascara just to blend and comb out the glitter from my lash area. So as you see, I'm just mascaraing my top lash. I'm not coating this a lot because we're gonna add false lash, and the lashes that I would have used is the Vegas Glamour lash. Now as you can see, I am using my L.A Girl Pro concealer in fawn just to give us some highlight under the eye area, and now I'm blending that out using my beauty blender. So I'm just blending out all this concealer before we set that concealer. So I'm just blending it to the tip of my temples, and I'm blending. Now just patting all over my face, just to ensure that I have not have any creasing in this concealer. Going back over the edges with my foundation brush just to blend out the edges. And now I'm using my Sasha Buttercup powder, and I'm just setting my under eye area and all the areas that I would have highlighted. Now I use my MAC N45 press powder, and I'm just using that to set my all over face and just to sweep away the excess Sasha Buttercup powder. So as you can see, I'm using a tapping motion to do this, guy. I'm using a tapping, sweeping type of motion just to remove the excess powder from the face. Now I am using the Black Radiance contour palette just to chisel out my cheekbone area. So as you can see, I'm just chiseling that out, creating that nice defined contour that I'm looking for. Contouring the nose just to make it a bit straighter. And I'm using the e.l.f. contour brush, and I'm blending that out using this Real Techniques brush. I'm not sure what it is called, but I'll link it in the description bar below. I'm just using that to blend out my contour area, blend out all the areas that I would have not placed any highlights, just to bring back the shapes and definition to my face. Blending out that nose area. We don't want it to be looking harsh, want to have a more natural looking contour. And now I'm going in with my Beauty Tree blush palette, and as you can see, guys, this is very pigmented, so I am taking my time with this. I am just applying my blush, and I'm going in with the same Black Radiance contour palette, and it's the highlight in that palette, the highlight shade, and I'm just using it to add some glow to the face. And as you can see, I take that down to my cheek area, and I'm smoking out that lower lash line. I could not leave it naked as that. So I'm going in back with that same purple color just to give a light wash of purple down there. So I blend that out, and I use my mascara just to straighten out my lower lash. Now I felt as though this look needed something else, so I did go ahead and add some more glitter to my tear duct area just to give it the more extra pop. And now I'm setting my face using my NYX setting spray, and this is actually in the matte formula, so that's what I use to set my face. Now I am going in with a lip brush to add my lip color. I'm just using a lip brush for this step, guys. I'll link the lip color down below.